Hello, everyone. Welcome to I Am the Magic of Juan. Actually, the channel's name is just The Magic of Juan. Something so special just happened as I attempted to record this message for the first time, and I am going to upload it because it was divine. So I am here today on, what's today's date? August the 13th, 2026, to do a pulse of Gaia for today. This download, however, was received on 8/4/2026, so those energies are applicable in the earth realm today. And they said percolating in the earth realm. Super interesting. The title of the read is Friends in all capital letters, and it features a song by TLC called The Case of the Fake People. Okay. Our message is going to be something along those lines, so let's go ahead and get it. Angels of the highest love and light, guardian angels, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, Mother Gaia, Father God, Source Creator, all. Thank you for all you do. Let's get it. Let's God blow. You already know. So, new clock coding that we are going to focus on today is 619. Again, new clock coding for today is 619. 6, new beginning, harmony or the journey to. 1, new beginnings. And then 9, growth and expansion. So because I was made to say the 1 first, that is the focus. Now on a clock, you're not going to be able to see 169. So the focus is this new beginning on today. So this code, however, 619, they want me to explain in detail what this code is. It is a code of incarceration and freedom at the same time. So we're going to have two sides of the same coin. 619 is the new clock coding for today. I am not giving any old clock for this read. So this is specifically for those that are on the new clock. If you have not figured it out yet, this is the first wave of 5D Gaia vibration. So, and I led the first wave. I'll say it again. I led the first wave. So if you're getting my readings and you are seeing new clock coding, you are on this new earth vibration, Gaia, and you are part of the first wave, okay? Because only my people have access to this energy, heard loud and clear. And I was going to say to this read, but they said to this energy. Super interesting. So, heard severed ties, and then I heard new. And then they showed it to me in my mind's eye as NEW, then KNEW, and then NEW, KNEW, which covers all of the newness, is the energy that I get. Now, this new brings you into where the money resides, matching this gold energy. So these are for those that are in this gold sustenance and in a new phase of it. You are part of the first wave on New Earth, on Gaia, and that energy has been in its highest vibration now for a couple of months. So job well done. Then I was given birthday 5/27. It was given to me as 527 and then as 0527. And then this energy was incubated. Okay. So 5, change and or conflict. 2's balance, partnerships and or alliance. And 7 is this God journey. So some sort of change to get you to balance on the God journey. Now, for numerology for today, it is a 31 or 13 day that breaks down to a 4. 1331 is this mirrored image, which we've already moved past as a collective, but this is residual energy. And this was given to me on the new clock at 10:03 and at 10:04, okay? Now, let me explain the difference between these routes. The first route is 31 that breaks to a 4. This is connection and communication and a new beginning in it, okay? So that is the first route. The second route is 67 that breaks to 13 and then breaks to this 4. So harmony on the on the God journey, girdle. So this is for those that are in the center of the activity is the energy that I get. We'll be taking this route, and this is the easiest route of all three. 6-7, harmony on the God journey. So there's no more work that you need to do. You have successfully manifested your legacy. Thank you. Heard loud and clear. Then there has been an extra path that has opened up on God's labyrinth. And this is the first time that I am sharing the coding for this new path. The code for the new path on today is 139. So if you are seeing very special coding right here, new beginning, connection and communication with the upper angelic realm and growth and expansion in it. This 139 also breaks to this 4. So this is for a very specific group. New beginning in this 39 is for protection of treasures. This means you have a very lofty role in this new earth, okay? So if that is the case, you have your own road, your own path, and God will bombard you with the code of 139. Now, I have to say it again because I just heard it. If your birthday is 319 and 913 or 931, that does not mean that you are on this highest path. If your birthday is that code and you are seeing it today or after you watch this reading, then yes, you're on that path. But just because you were meant to carry the vibration doesn't mean that you are carrying the vibration. Goes to those that are called and chosen. So God can place a calling on your life, sure enough. But if you're not walking in that calling, then you're not chosen. You have to actually choose God, choose the path, walk on the path to be chosen. Okay? So it's not enough just to have the code. You have to actually work in the code is the energy that I get. So 3113 is a strong concentration today. This 139, if you're seeing it and you're unsure, it was given to me at 10:05 on the new clock. That's Tower Energy 555. And I feel not you having a tower in your life. This is about you bringing tower energy to the earth realm. Now, tower energy is produced, allowed, circulated to remove all constructs that no longer work. Okay, so again, lofty assignment on New Earth if you're getting 139 coding. As I was setting up for this read, along with what happened with the music, it was Kirk Franklin's song and it matched this Friends and the Case of the Fake People vibe, same energy. They want to omit it. Super interesting. So I will. Then I heard in spirit, and the winner is, and I felt like there was an announcing of a winner. And then I was shown in my mind's eye code 10101. Now, 101 is a code of champion. And I see it as 10101. This gives me you're a champion throughout. This is champion, no matter where you go, you take the champion vibration with you is the energy that I get. So super, super good work. Also, there is +2 energy. So I'm used to getting +1. That's job well done energy. That you did your job so well that God is applauding you and giving you extra. +2 energy is double for your trouble. So you did so well that you basically doubled your blessings. So +2 energy. And 26, which is rock star for God vibration. Okay, this is not celebrity or what they consider stars in this realm. This is celestial, God, pure, indestructible white light. Okay, also white raven symbolism. So white ravens are the keepers of synchronicity. They blend invisibly between realms. They show prophecy and insight. But ravens are black. So to see a white raven lets me know that you've come out of some sort of work in the dark. And I feel like you being assigned to a darker or lower realm, and that has ended. So the raven went from black to white. Also, they want to mention that the date 6/18/2024 through 2025 is applicable. 6, harmony or the journey to. 1, new beginning. 8, movement and abundance. So something that you probably initiated or maybe even wrapped up on or around that date is getting ready to pay you in dividends, heard loud and clear. So here's this residual energy again. Now, how does this tie in to friends? So the feeling that I was given is that through your journey, through your work, through your divine work, you have lost a lot of people on the way. But no worries, because those people will be replaced with God's anointed vessels. This is our message on today. The Rainmaker is still here, and my area has been going through severe thunderstorms for the last 2 days. Today, there is some sort of calming of those storms, but when I say strong winds, tornadoes tore through this. And at the time that it was happening, I was told what was going on, and after it stopped, I heard new day. So we are on the new clock and in new day energy on the new clock. This is the energy for this read today. And no worries about anything or anyone that you lost along the way. They will be replaced with better. Heard loud and clear. So let's get us a card to close this out. Now, my team has been using in my mind's eye the wisdom of the hidden realms. And as I got the book out today, I went to this page, card number 24, which was one of the energies that I stayed in when I was away. But my 24 was for the heart of sky. So connected. 24, the map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. As ally/challenger. When the map maker of destiny appears, it's a sign that you're being given an opportunity to transform fate into destiny. At birth, each human being is given a unique map with a myriad of paths that intersect with one another. Your map of destiny shows all the places you're meant to visit, places where you will be challenged to evolve into the highest aspects of self. Remember that you're a spark of divine come to earth to experience itself in human form. As such, your path is unique. It's also somewhat preordained. The fate represents the events in your life that were meant to happen and that you can't change. Fate is transformed into destiny according to how you respond to your circumstances. Destiny offers you the ability to make great opportunities out of fated experiences. So free will and choice are possible at certain points of your map. Now is one of those times. You're faced with a relationship or circumstance brought to you by fate. How you respond will lead you into your perfect destiny. Your ally may assume the form of a soulmate, come to heal your heart, and be your companion. I didn't read any of this beforehand. Perhaps your challenger makes you face the things within you that must change in order for you to express your highest good. Maybe fate brings you an ally in the form of a wonderful new project or a challenger in the form of a failed business. No matter which form they take, all are perfect expressions of fate inviting you into destiny. Pay attention to your map. Pay attention as your map unfolds now. And remember that fate makes the map, but destiny is determined by the manner in which you engage your journey. Beautiful. Everything covered there. So I'm going to get a card from this deck, the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I haven't used it in years. Last time I closed it out, I ended with the Resting Tree, Patience and Stillness, card number 22 at the base. This card is wrapped in violet. One card, please, for navigating the energy for today. Some sort of completion here on the earth realm. One card, please. Also, let me take this time to show you this. So, the resting tree still remains at the bottom. So, if you are, I don't have to turn my cards into the upright. My cards stay exactly how I am, okay? So, each reader, each intuitive, they are going to drive their reads. So if you see a reader with messy cards all in disarray, that is a sign of the internal body, okay? Yeah, when you're in sync with God, your cards are too. You drive the read. Thank you. I'll take it. Comes out as a slight challenge. The resting tree remains, so strong focus on the resting tree. At the top of the deck, the cosmos, beautiful. Card number 41, creativity and vastness. 4-1 brings to 5. 5 is about change and or conflict. 4-1, also an energy that I am very familiar with, is the rainbow in the mystical shaman oracle deck. That is nirvana. That is reaching your rainbow essence here in the living, matching everything I know. Because if you're on this highest route, you have literally created heaven on earth, okay? What comes out as a slight challenge, beautiful. And slight challenge because of the way that you are going to interact with my channel, interact with my gifts, interact with my being. Heard loud and clear. The Lady of the Gifts, card number 20, generosity, receiving, and withholding. Withholding does not come into play unless there is reversed energy, okay? And right now, everything is in the upright. If I have to reverse, then this withholding will come into play. 22s are about balanced partnerships and or alliances. 0 is the God self, okay? So beautiful. And I'll read from the book, card number 20. They want to read it in its entirety. Ugh. Card 20. Yeah. Thank you. The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet, this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks of you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people and be mindful of your perceptions, even of seemingly poor strangers. If you see others as successful and abundant and act as if you believe that they have value, blessings all around are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you could fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you're willing to give. I'll say it again. Remember that you can only keep what you are willing to give. This is that sacrifice energy again. Card number 44 was shown to me from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. That's about giving to God those things that you want so he can perfect them and give them back to you. Because God's gifts hold no sorrow. Heard loud and clear. Now, if you have to course correct as a challenger, the Lady of the Gift says that the act of withholding isn't welcome in her world. This is gatekeeping energy, heard loud and clear. In fact, withholding information is another way to lie. Are you doing this? Perhaps someone is doing it to you. Withholding something in order to keep you manipulated and controlled, so you believe deep down you're not quite good enough. Told you, this is this gatekeeping energy. Now is the time for you to address the concept of withholding. If you see this in any aspect of your life, it's time for a change. Giving to others with the idea of getting something in return is also being warned against here. The best way out of this mire is to give with honesty and with an open heart and without expectation. The Lady of the Gift challenges you to be generous and compassionate. You can always start again. Now, I want to share this. So when I read that the best way out of this mire is to give with honesty and with an open heart and without expectation. My youngest son taught me this very valuable lesson. He is a sage at a very young age. So he says, Ma, if you expect people to give to you in return, like you give to them, that is an expectation. And he is right. So even when you gift or give of yourself and expect to get the same energy back, strong zing on expect, that is an expectation. But we learn here that the best way out of this mire is to give with honesty and with an open heart and without expectation, expecting nothing in return. Why? Because if you're giving of yourself, it's because God wants you to, and man does not hold your payment, your reward. It is all in God's timing, all in his hand. This is our message for today, beautiful people. I hope it was helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please check the description box. You'll find additional helpful information about this read, angel numbers, numerology, additional insight. Until next time, I'm wishing you miracles and blessings. Namaste.